That's right, the streets of downtown Nashville already flooded with fans ahead of Game 4 tonight as the Predators look to even the series in their hunt for the Stanley Cup.
Sports reporter Mark Whiteman is in Nashville covering the game for us.
Yeah, Mark, looks like downtown is busy and looks like you've got to get your groove on next to that guy.
Yeah, I'm a terrible dancer, even worse when country music is on. Kip Moore is behind Eric right now. You can hear him. I'm not going to dance for you. I think everyone at home would prefer it that way. But we do have a bunch of rowdy fans on the third floor of Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. They are getting live, and really, really quickly, I want to introduce you to three fans, three different stories. Jacob, my man, he used to work in Knoxville, live in Knoxville, now he's in Nashville. What are you thinking? What are you feeling tonight? Whoa! Fred's gonna win! Pekka is the man! Let's go, Fred! Ah! That's all he needed to say there. Pekka is the man. We're gonna move right down the line. My man Garrett, another friend from Canada, our neighbors to the north. Garrett, what brings you to Nashville? All the way for Carrie Underwood! Woo! That's all we're here for. Carrie Underwood right in a great lamp up top. Hope the Preds light that one up a couple times. Lisa from New York, the biggest hockey fan you will meet. What are you thinking about the game tonight?
I've never been to Nashville, but I cannot wait to see the Preds win at home. They're going to take it home tonight.
There you go. And that's how everyone's feeling. We're going to come back in just a few minutes. Bridgestone Arena is going to get live tonight, and we've got more on the chance going inside the stadium. For now, I'll send it back to you guys. We're going to rock out to some Kip Moore, baby.
Oh, Mark Whiteman. All right.
Success. You've seen Mark Whiteman out there. He's in the thick of it. Mark, how's it going out there? Any signs of slowing down?
Guys, I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm not even sure if I'm on TV. Southern hospitality. Someone took some napkins. Dab me off. Let's go, Preds! 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 Fans are excited, and understandably so. The Predators got back in the series tonight. I don't even know if you can hear me. What a game, what an environment, a magical evening in Nashville. And as you can see, it's a Monday night. Fans are very excited. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. I don't even know if you can hear what I'm saying. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, because we know all these fans will. One more time, let's go, Preds! Let's go, Preds! Let's go, Preds! Let's go, Preds! Let's go, Predators! Let's go, Predators! Let's go, Preds!
Oh my God. Whiteman's outside Bridgestone Arena, where Game 1 is just finishing up. And Mark, what is the scene like out there? Oh my gosh.
Man, I'll tell you what, Emily, it really is remarkable. Fans streaming out right now, chants of "We want the cup." We've got a ton of pumped up people. We're right here in the plaza, as moments ago the Predators just evened up this series. There you go, we got flags right in plain sight. Everyone is jacked up, and why wouldn't they be? With the win tonight, the Predators guarantee they will be back here Sunday for Game 6, so one more Stanley Cup game in Nashville. In this very moment, just rewinding to that game, 4 goals scored by 4 different players. Philippe Forsberg capping off the scoring with his empty netter. And Emily, I don't know if you heard, guys, I don't know if you heard in the studio, right before that empty netter was scored, they played good old Rocky Top. So there you go. Nashville now knots the series up at 2. They head back up to Pittsburgh. They'll be right back here in Nashville for Game 6 next weekend. And as you can see, I don't even need to say anything. We're just going to let the fans tell the whole story. There you go, guys. There you go. Woo! What an incredible night here. Nashville obviously jacked up. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll be back out here. We're going to recap the game a little bit further coming up in sports. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio, Ryan.
A lot of excitement across the state, but especially in Nashville, or as it's known right now, Smashville, ahead of Game 4 tonight in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, the Predators with some momentum going into tonight's game after a convincing and oh-so-loud win Saturday night over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, things likely going to get rowdy again tonight in Smashville.
Oh, yeah.
Sports reporter Mark Whiteman is live in Nashville covering Game 4 for us. Mark.
Hey guys, how's it going? A little bit loud. We've had a series of country music concerts going on all afternoon. The rain has been a steady pour in the afternoon, starting to slow down. But think about this, guys. It's the middle of the afternoon on a Monday, and the crowds are starting to come together. Like I said, we got some country music here. We'll take a listen for a moment. There you go. That's pretty good timing on our part, I guess. Country music in Nashville, two traditions that go hand in hand. Another tradition here in Nashville, at least over the last decade or so, catfish on the ice at Predators games. Our Emily Proud was here for Game 3, and she wanted to take a little dig deep into what all the fuss is about the catfish. How about Emily there at the end, grabbing the catfish, getting up underneath it? Next thing we know, she's going to quit her job, move to Seattle, and start working at Pike's Market, throwing the fish over the counter. Unfortunately, though, they don't want to see any catfish on the ice tonight. Peter Laviolette, the head coach of the Predators, made an impassioned PSA plea to the city of Smashville this afternoon. We're going to have that coming up at 5 o'clock. For now, though, we're just going to listen to some Rodney Atkins. Guys, back to you.
Sounds good.
Well, we're down to Game 4 here of the Stanley Cup Final, with all the eyes, of course, on Bridgestone Arena.
Yes.
As the Nashville Predators hope to win another one against the Pittsburgh Penguins, tying things up 2-2.
Let's send things out now live to WATE 6 on your sides. Mark Whiteman joins us now. What's the atmosphere? Need I even ask?
Yeah, hey guys, I'm going to try not to yell this time. I understood I was screaming at everyone watching earlier, so I'm going to dial it back a little bit. We're on the 3rd floor of Honky Tonk Central in downtown Broadway, and the atmosphere is starting to liven up. If we can just take a look out onto the balcony right there. Yeah, how's that for a look? All right, so Nashville Predators, Game 4 tonight with a chance to tie the series up. Obviously, all of Tennessee, all the sports fans watching, but we even have fans from up north as well. We're joined now by our neighbors to the north. That's Jamie and Jill. They're from Warman, Saskatchewan, and they came all the way here not to watch Nashville Predators games. Ladies, how'd you end up here, and why the Predators now?
We planned this trip about 6 months ago for my 40th birthday, and it just so happened that the Predators are in the Stanley Cup Final, so here we are.
And here you guys are. What's your impressions of Nashville since you've been here?
Nashville's amazing. Broadway is awesome.
There you go. And how you know they're real Canadians, they wanted to show off their tattoos, all right? Those are probably real, most definitely real. I was actually standing on the other side. They asked me to move to this side just so they could show them off on live TV for you. So there you go. You got fans all over Tennessee. You got fans in Canada. One thing Nashville's hoping they don't see tonight on the ice, another catfish. Peter Laviolette with a PSA to Smashville fans earlier today. Take a listen. So there you go. He never explicitly said catfish in the PSA, but of course they want the home advantage tonight. Nashville's 8-1 at home in Bridgestone Arena. They're just hoping they don't see too many things on the ice. We did talk to some fans earlier. One fan was like, look, they're so good on the penalty kill, just throw the catfish on the ice in the game and get some penalties. The Predators will be able to survive. We got so much more coming up from this game as we get closer to it, but for now I'm going to send it back to the studio, Lori, and to the best hair in Tennessee, Mr. Ryan O'Donnell.
That's awesome. Thank you.
We're going to need the same thing tonight. Mark Whiteman is there live. And Mark, is it looking like a similar scene for Game 4 tonight?
Yeah, Emily, it certainly is. We're on the 3rd floor now of Tootsie's Orchid Lounge, the world-famous Tootsie's, of course. Eric and I doing a little bit of bar hopping this afternoon. We had a nice tall glass of frosty cold water a little while ago. No libations, of course, while we're live on television. But look, it's been rainy all day. Mother Nature finally giving us a little bit of a gift. The sun is starting to come out a little bit. The rain has gone away. The crowd's starting to fill in behind me. I don't know if you can see it there. There's been live country music concerts all afternoon. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And as you know, Emily, from the post-game interactions Saturday night, what a wild experience that was on Broadway. Nashville fans certainly hoping it's duplicated tonight when the Predators look to tie up the series in Game 4. Now, there's a lot of talk. This is the South. You know, hockey is Canada's sport. Nashville's doing just fine, showing hockey belongs here in the South. We talked to some fans this afternoon about the atmosphere around Nashville. Take a listen. And that really is, it gets down to the crux of it. The atmosphere here in Nashville has been electric. ESPN's Barry Melrose, who's been in hockey 4+ decades, said Game 3 was the greatest hockey environment he's ever been in his entire life. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take a closer look at some of the chants that go on inside Bridgestone as we get ready for Game 4. Emily, back to you.
Mark Whiteman is live. And Mark, what are fans saying about the noise there?
Well, look, Emily, I'll be honest with you. As crowds start to trickle in, we've talked to a lot of fans today who tell us that this is one of the rowdiest atmospheres in sports. I mentioned it earlier. Barry Melrose of ESPN has been in hockey 4 or 5 decades, said Game 3 was the greatest hockey environment he's ever been in his entire life. And a lot of it has to do with how passionate the fan base is inside the arena. We spoke with some fans, get a take on some of their favorite chants and their impressions on being inside Bridgestone Arena. You gotta love it. There's nothing better than a passionate fan base. That's one of the reasons we love sports. Fans in the arena giving the Penguins a hard time, and it's a big reason the Predators have got back in the series. We just heard some Jimmy Eat World. Everything's gonna be all right. Predators fans hoping everything's gonna be all right by the end of the night when the Predators tie it up to send it back to Pittsburgh at 2 games apiece. For now, we're done in Nashville. We're gonna go enjoy the game. We'll have you covered afterwards at 11. Emily, back to you.